Hey everyone, Presale here, your second favorite Uniswap ape. So in today's video, I want to cover Blank Wallet, which I know some of you might think, it's a bit late, it's already on Polkastarter, but I do want to cover these every once in a while just to go over a basic review of it. And the fact that the whitelist is still open is another reason I wanted to make this video. So as you can see, the whitelist is open until March 2nd. So make sure you go whitelist. As I always say, it's always worthwhile trying to whitelist. I know there's a very low chance of getting in, but you might as well try. All you need is just to hit that one and you can make a nice gain. I mean, on average, you can make $10,000 from one of these whitelists, which is just insane. Obviously, the market is a bit shaky at the moment. I don't know how long this will go on for. I do think that, some of the Polkastarter sales aren't that great quality. I know they vet them very well, but in my opinion, some of them aren't the best. So I think what's going to happen going forward is the super hyped ones will continue doing insanely well, but I think there will be lower returns. Like as you saw for Fractal, it was around 10x stable, and obviously went down. So the returns are already getting a bit less, and I think it'll be determined obviously by the quality of the project going forward, as opposed to every single one just mooning like crazy. So Blank Wallet, I actually really like this idea because it's all about privacy, and it's basically a combination of Metamask and Tornado Cash. And it sounds like something I would really consider using. So if we go just quickly to their website, as I say, reclaim your privacy on your Ethereum transfer. Blank hides your financial data by mixing transfers with the pool of funds within Blank, ensuring that outward transfers remain anonymous. Your privacy level only goes up with each additional transfer inside. This is a basic overview, looks quite slick. And what I like is it's just going to be a basic Chrome extension, just like Metamask. So it's going to be very simple to use as well. Before we go more into detail, this is also really crazy. The Blank token private sale has been oversubscribed by 68 times, and they only raised 1.8 million, so it is really a low raise. You can see the investors there, quite some big names, so that is very impressive. The initial market cap's tiny, but we'll go into the tokenomics a bit later. So now let's go through the website a little bit more. As they say, when you trade with your usual wallet, your IP is exposed. Once you connect, your wallet address is exposed. If anyone wants to trace you, they can see the decentralized apps you used, the transfers you made, and the amount of crypto you hold in your account. And this is where they come in, and it will basically hide all of that. So it will conceal your wealth. So only you can see, access, and manage your funds. You hide the origin of your wealth. So information about how you acquired your wealth should stay with you, so no one can see that too. And you can cover your trading activity. Obviously, that only KYC. Each time you make a withdrawal or a new trade, you start on a blank piece of paper. So basically a new wallet is made for each time you withdraw or do a new trade. Just to go more into detail on that, as I say here, each time you want to make a withdrawal, Blank will create a new wallet address for you with the amount of crypto that you requested. So that is very impressive. Obviously, to set it up, you just create the wallet, receive a backup seed key, deposit your dollars, and everything else is automated. They mix the funds on their own. So it's, it might sound complicated, but it's actually not. As I say, it is a combination of Metamask and Tornado Cash, which both are, Metamask doesn't have a coin, but Tornado does, and it's really high market cap. Metamask maybe will have a coin. Can you imagine if it does? That's going to be huge market cap as well. So as I say, your funds go into the smart contract as yours, but they exit named Blank. So they use cryptographic proofs to guarantee that no one can link your withdrawals to deposits unless you want them to. So they use ZK Snark technology to do that, and only the user gets the secret to a given deposit, which allows to withdraw the correlating funds from Blank under a new address. So it's going to support ETH, wrapped Bitcoin, and all ERC20 tokens, so you can use it obviously to participate in the usual pre-sales as a Metamask substitute. Automatic deposit, partial withdrawals. They say that independent auditors audit Blank smart contracts before every release, and once the code is live, it remains fixed and no intruder can manipulate it. That's obviously very good, because when you use these wallets, security is really the main thing that you're concerned about. So It looks like they're really taking that seriously. So now let's have a look quickly at their token utility, obviously what the token is used for, since it's just going to be like a Metamask wallet. So they say that token holders will have fee reductions, referral and reward systems use only blank tokens, exclusive features and access first functionality to token holders, token burn from 1/3 of the fees, and liquidity providers earn 1/3 of the fees. Blank has hidden history, Metamask doesn't. Tornado Cash does. Zero user tracking, Metamask also lacks that. Browser extension wallet, Tornado doesn't have that. Web3 ready for all DeFi applications, Tornado also doesn't have that. ERC20 support, only 4 for Tornado Cash. Partial withdrawal, doesn't have that for Tornado Cash. Automatic deposit, referral system, and revenue sharing are all things that Blank has that Metamask and Tornado Cash don't. So as you can see, these are very crucial things and aspects, and Blank has some that Metamask doesn't and that Tornado Cash doesn't. So that is very bullish. Obviously, team is public. LinkedIn's all there. That's always important. So now let's go to the most important part, which is the token metrics. And that is another aspect that I think Blank is very bullish on. I mean, 568,000 market cap is very low. They only had one private round at 5 cents. And that was 28% of the supply, where they raised 1.8 million. So a lot of these tokens are raising, that much for maybe like 2%, 5% of the supply. So their fully diluted valuations are very high, even though that's not much significance since you only consider the circulating supply. But it's still something nice to consider. Then their public sale, they're only going to raise 120,000. So it's not even 2 million total raise. And obviously for the vesting, it's 20% on TGE for private round, then 8% per month for month 1 and 2, 7% for month 3 to 6, and then 6% for month 7 to 12. So they get very little thereafter. Then marketing tokens, 25% on TGE, 7.5% from, that complicated stuff. Most important is obviously what you get on TGE. Liquidity adoption and incentives, 10% on TGE. Team, 1 year full lock. Then 10% for the first month of every quarter. So it's a very big lock on the team. And same for the advisors and development. So those all have a big lock, which is obviously necessary. Just an example of their token release scheduled, just under 25 million on launch. And yeah, that wraps it up for review on Blank Wallet. I think it's really good. I mean, that does have some competition, but it still gets a Becca's Pro. And obviously the market is a bit shaky, so I'm going to be a bit stricter with my ratings. But it does get a Becca's Pro, which is a very pro rating. So I think it's going to perform quite good. Initial market cap super low. So yeah, let's see what the girls on Tinder have to say about Blank Wallet. So as you can see for this video, I flew over to Thailand. So I'm going to swipe here and let's see what they have to say about Blank Wallet. So Nalin, I said, do you like it if men shoot blanks? She said, show me. I said, show what? She said, because I don't know what that means exactly. So I said, okay, then go to goblank.io and see for yourself. Then Ant, I said, do you think it's important to keep your bank info and payments private? She said, yes, I do. It should be private. Why? I said, I agree. Blank Wallet is so pro then. You should check it. She said, I usually check it. Why do you talking about it? I said, that's awesome that you already checked out Blank Wallet pre-sale. I think it'll do well. Who doesn't like to talk about ways to make pro gains? Since you asked me, why do you talk about it? Baitong, I said, do you think it's important to keep your bank info and payments private? She said, yep, because in my country, people will bring those information to do something terrible. Like they may use these info to make loan and let us pay it back instead of them. So valid argument in favor of Blank Wallet. I said, wow, that's super bad. Those people should use Blank Wallet when it's released or solve all those problems. She said, oh, really? I said, yes, indeed. Pro investment. She said, haha, I think it might not be available in Thailand. And I said, yes, of course it is. Thailand is allowed. I checked their list. Sometimes they ban some countries, but Thailand is available. Then Saranya, I said, do you think it's important to keep your bank info and payments private? She said, important. I said, agreed. Imagine when you do payment, it counts as a new one every time, so there's no history. She said, what are you mean? I just said, yes. Didn't make sense anymore. Bo, I said, do you think it's important to keep your bank info and payments private? Same question. She said, yes, surely. Why not? I said, I agree. Does the name Blank Wallet sound pro? She said, why you ask? 55. So I said, curious, 55 out of what? So maybe it's 55 out of 100 that would not be pro. Maybe it's 55 out of 55. Ploy, I said, do you think it's important to keep your bank info and payments private? Same question. She said, it depends, but I think we keep that private because money is sensitive things to talk about. I said, I agree completely, obviously, which is why you should check out Blank Wallet Presale. Then M, I said, do you think it's important to keep your wealth private? She said, of course. Why do you ask me? I said, does Blank Wallet sound cool? She said, what are you going to tell me? I don't understand. I don't need your money. I'm not selling services. Even though I'm a Thai woman, I don't have to be like them. I said, the only service I want is your advice on whether to ape into Blank Wallet Presale. Then she said, are you going to buy a bag? And I said, yeah, I think I'll buy a bag of it. She said, and why are you asking me? You buy, not me. And I said, yes, I will buy. She said, what bag to buy? And I said, a bag of Blank Wallet. She said, are you drunk or not? And I said, no, I'm not drunk. I can't afford to be intoxicated in this market. Then Jean, I said, do you like it if men shoot blanks? She said, I don't know, maybe, but long term, maybe not. I said, so you think it's a short term hold then? So, she thinks it may be a good flip. Then Dear, I said, do you like it if men shoot blanks? She said, love it, especially if it's you. Do you like if a girl shoot their shot? I said, depends. If that shot is trying to get into blank, then yes, obviously to get into the presale. She said, haha, you are a joker. I said, why joker? It's pro-financial advice. She said, wow, let's marry. I want our kids to be smart like you. I said, only if we teach them how to use Uniswap at a super young age. So then she said, of course, since day one, they will thank sus. Anyways. Then last one, Pisamai. I said, do you think it's important to keep your wealth private? She said, of course. What about your thinking? I said, I agree. Does Blank Wallet sound pro? And then she just laughed. So I said, why you laugh? She said, joking about my wallet. I said, should I invest in Blank Wallet? And she said, that's so nice. So I agree, it is so nice. And I think there will be pro gains. We'll see, of course. But that wraps up my video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Always appreciate that. And join my Telegram. And I'll see you guys next time.